Like to welcome those. If you're just joining us, where you been? We've got a good one going here in extra innings. First pitch coming. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Lays off. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Matt Joyce will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Matt Joyce.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2. Bases are empty. Hit in the air out to left, giving chase his tolls, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it, he's inside.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes this the other way to right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Third baseman, number 1.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Franklin Barreto. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. As a look, now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Santiago Casilla comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's Corey Seager struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, it wasn't exactly a dominant outing, but he did pitch well, got him into the...
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-3. The San Francisco Giants got 11 hits overall as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 4-3. The Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 9-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 2-1. The Yankees put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-2. The Cleveland Indians totaled 11 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-1. The Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-1. The White Sox defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 2-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
The California Coastal Layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball. Alex Wood gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, if Alex don't light your fire, you're working with wet wood. This is one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Sneaky, quick, funky arm angle, 92-94, good curveball, one of the more underappreciated quality lefties in the game of baseball.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up, but I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate.
2-2. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Puig. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Swinging a soft liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
there's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift hits. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, B-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out. Swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
On the ground to the right side. To second for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. On now to the bottom of inning. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Coming trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack. Early offensive, almost ambush. Like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Souza going back at the track. The wall. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Tim LeCastro. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Walker removed to first, and the runner will get back standing. Here's Corey Seager. Runners off for second. Strike taken. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. Bounce it to the left side. Ahmed has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And that misses for ball one. Previously with Taijuan Walker, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. The 1-0 is looked at for the first. Strike. Bellinger. Leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over, back in standing. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming in is Pollock. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip. Your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Ground ball foul down the left side. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This is flared out towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but ready now for the Diamondbacks, Steven Souza. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
So striding forward now, David Peralta. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's just 2 for 12. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 1-0. Late that time for a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Sent on the ground out to second. LeCastro over to his left. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Up next for Arizona, John Ryan Murphy, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Chopped weakly to the left. And there are two away now. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Taijuan Walker. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. One for the Diamondbacks. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Barnes, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The swing and a high drive into left center field. Peralta going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. So stepping in, Logan Forsythe, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Low with the splitter, ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at one. Barnes, the runner at third with no outs. A ball and two strikes.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Souza on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at two. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Alex Wood. One run in and one gone so far this inning. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number two. Riding in once again, Andrew Coles. He'll look to duplicate his first at-bat when he homered to open the inning.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the two-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. So 1-1 home. This is pulled into right. That gets down and the inning continues.
Now batting, second baseman, Tim LeCastro.
Digging in to try it again, Tim LeCastro. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pollock has a read on it, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance?
A.J. Pollock.
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Right fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. Pollock, originally from the state of Connecticut. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. This is foul right side. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Toles is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Wood into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Well hit to right, but foul. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Now batting, third baseman.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Jake Lamb will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. Goldschmidt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He's got it. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. Home half of the third coming up, all even at 2-2.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that is down as that could be 2 bases. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 1-0 the count. Drilled right back up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. And there's 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Matt Kemp. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. One out and a runner on third. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Tapper up the line. To his right, Lamb. Throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag at the plate as he scores to make it a 3-2 game. And now is Yasiel Puig. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one. The 1-0 delivery. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit down the third base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. A line shot to third base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Barnes. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe. He swings and grounds it to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Steven Souza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weakly hit to third. Forsythe right there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Digging in now, David Peralta. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he falls behind 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep...
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
So striding in, John Ryan Murphy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. To his left, Seager. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Next for the Dodgers, Alex Wood. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker. Now here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And it misses. Is 3-1 now. Down the left field line and deep. Peralta sprinting after it, but this will land foul just shy of the wall. Now the payoff pitch home. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Marte stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. Last time through was a base hit. In there, no balls and a strike. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Struck him out. Digging in once again, Tim LeCastro. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
This pitch is popped up. Goldschmidt is there, and that's the 3rd out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Taijuan Walker. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Ready once again, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Slow roller left side. And quickly there are 2 away. Now batting, Ketel Marte. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Wood gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. But this will be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Ready for another shot now. Paul Goldschmidt. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
2-0 now.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken, strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. This one skied out toward right. On the move is Puig. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Here's Corey Seager. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point.
Corey Seager.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Up high. 2-1 now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Hit sharply on the ground, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. Here comes the first pitch, and that one just missed outside. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And he'll get back in standing. Here he comes on 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. set to deliver on 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swung on and missed. 3-2. Bellinger, base runner at first with one out. Now Kemp swings and sends a high fly ball with good carry out to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot for Matt Kemp. Second home run early in the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Yasiel Puig. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. A windup and the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Peralta going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Back-to-back homers. Solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. First home run of the campaign for him as they open it up to 6-2 now. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that bat.
Patrick Corbin will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. Slow little roller to third. Lamb loves it. Throw on to first, two gone.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Riding in once again, Logan Forsythe. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Grounded to short. There is Ahmed. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the score. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Digging in once again, Steven Souza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks, and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
David Peralta stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Ready with the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Flips it underhand. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Alex Wood getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
He's set. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Here's a strike. Wood aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard up the middle. Ahmed has it, bare-handed for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Ready once again, Nick Ahmed. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, John Ryan Murphy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Another try at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Toles. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Gerard Dyson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Looped out towards short. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is good.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hit to short. Reined in. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Wood sets. Here it is on 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Dyson on second. Pollock at first, 2 out in the inning. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Diamondback.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arizona.
Digging in to try it again, Corey Seager. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the 2nd out of the inning. Matt Kemp will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. After it is Souza. And that ends the inning. Dodgers down.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 36, Adam.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks' first baseman.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Jake Lamb standing in now. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Hit hard, but foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the 2nd out. Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Bellinger. He's got it, and the side is retired. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yasiel Puig.
Jock Peterson is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Peralta. Makes the play, 1 away. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Soft liner towards center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peralta is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up pitcher number 36, Adam.
Chris Taylor will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Chris Taylor.
And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Up with it, Murphy. And the throw to first ends the inning. Jock Peterson will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Pedro Baez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Ready for another chance? David Peralta, who's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Peralta leads off second with nobody out. Try again, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Nick Ahmed becomes the first out in the 9th inning. The set and the pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Alex Avila will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. Kenley Jansen answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. A ball and no strikes. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. In there, and it's even at 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Played on the backhand. On to first, and that's your ball game. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Dodgers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Alex Wood gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Taijuan Walker permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, the Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-3. The Nationals combined for
First opened for business in 1962. We are just about ready for baseball from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Shohei Ohtani will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Comes set and the 0-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today. 2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? Now.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it his toes. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Steven Souza. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. In there, 0-1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple. Zach Godley is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is going to get there. 1 away. Here's Corey Seager. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 to him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 4. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Godley has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Alex Avila. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Godley. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So here's Matt Kemp now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike. 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. In now is Yasiel Puig. He went deep in the contest last night. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
You know, D-Roll, is so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out.
And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, D-Roll, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. Now Ohtani with a swing and a deep drive to right. And it's gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Dodgers move out in front now, 4-1.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Corey Seager waits on deck. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Here's Corey Seager, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Hit out towards second. Marte fields it cleanly. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Here's Gerard Dyson as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his career totals, Marte is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3, and he fouls this one off. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Riding in once again, Justin Turner. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. Down the third baseline. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw on to first is low that time, but Goldschmidt's able to hang with it, and he digs it out. A nice play. Digging in to try it again, Cody Bellinger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Geez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
In now, Matt Kemp. Popped him up. Goldschmidt in foul ground. 2 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Yasiel Puig. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this one is gone, a home run.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game.
Next for the Dodgers,
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Dodgers scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Shohei Ohtani takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Zach Godley was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss.
Welcome to this edition of Inside the Show. There will be 42s everywhere today in honor of the barrier-breaking Jackie Robinson. Before we get there, though, here's what happened yesterday. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers combined for 4 total home runs as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks, 10-3. The Colorado Rockies hit 3 long balls as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals, 4-3. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-2. JT Riddle drove in 4, leading the Marlins to a win over Pittsburgh 7-6. The New York Mets had 12 hits as a team as they stomped the Brewers 9-3. The Atlanta Braves got 11 hits overall as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-2. The Cardinals racked up 11 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-0. The Rays totaled 11 hits.
Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear sky. Hyunjin Ryu is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll watch a first-pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he has an even 10 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Steven Souza comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pollock over at second. Marte is over at first with 1 away. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Made pretty quick work of setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Swing and a little tapper. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out.